A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is SPEEDy Guests, where we interrupt our regular shows to focus on what we believe is beneficial to you, our listener. I am Tahav Agerzua. This morning, our guests are
Professor Tekura Michael,
Engineer Bengaundu.
You're welcome to Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. Prof, you're welcome.
Welcome, sir.
Can you tell us why you decided to come over?
Well, so I've decided to come over this morning to speak a little about the forthcoming Benue State University Teaching Hospital International Health Investment Summit and Scientific Exhibition, which is due to be hosted on the 18th and 19th of July 2024.
You're welcome. Engineer,
Sir,
do you have anything to add?
and just to say that I followed my boss to do justice to explaining to the public what we intend to do.
Thank you. Professor Agbi, can you tell us a little bit about yourself so that the listener can know who he is listening to?
Okay, I'm Professor Michael Tekura Agbi, works with the Benue State University Teaching Hospital as a consultant psychiatrist, and then presently I'm the acting chairman medical advisory committee of Benue State University Teaching Hospital. I also double with Benue State University as a lecturer with College of Health and Sciences in the Department of Psychiatry.
Thank you. This is a tall one.
Yes, sir.
It does seem to me that maybe you are the second in command at the teaching hospital.
Well,
Am I right?
Yeah, you are very right.
Thank you. The engineer, sir, can you also tell us who you are so that the listener can know who is speaking?
Okay, like I said, my name is Engineer Bengaundu. I'm the current Director of Works at the Benue State University Teaching Hospital. I'm a fellow of the Nigerian Institution of Civil Engineers.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir.
For a while, I will interact with you, and soon afterwards we shall open our lines and our listeners shall call and also interact with you. But can you tell us what are we expecting from this summit and exhibition, Professor?
Okay. Before I talk about this, let me take us a little down a history lane.
Yes.
Benue State University Teaching Hospital was actually commissioned by the then president in 2012, who was President Goodluck Ebere Jonathan, exactly on the 9th of October 2012.
Yes.
2012. 9th of March, sorry. 9th of March 2012. Then a few weeks afterwards, that is on the 26th of March 2012, the then governor of Benue State, the person of Senator Gabriel Towasuswam, now flagged off the commencement of services at the hospital. The hospital was established with a vision and a mission. And the vision of that hospital is actually to be a leading tertiary health institution that will apply modern technology in areas of teaching, training, and services. And you all agree with me that after over 10 years, exactly 12 years of the services, the hospital is yet to achieve her vision. So coming on board of this present administration and then looking at the vision and the mission of the hospital, the present administration will want to take a further step forward to achieve at least some of the mission and vision which the hospital was established for. And to achieve this, the current administration decided to call for a summit, which is what we are here to interact and explain further to the public, the objective, the aims, and what we hope to achieve at the end of the summit.
Thank you very much. Listener, in case you have tuned in, this is Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. The program is SPEEDy Guests, and we have in the studio a powerful delegation from the Benue State University Teaching Hospital, who are here to interact with us on the forthcoming International Summit and Scientific Exhibition of the Benue State University Teaching Hospital. Engineer, can you please comment on what the prof has said?
Yes, we intend to hold this summit in order to create a platform. In order to create a platform where we will bring together healthcare professionals, policymakers, researchers, and inventors from the nooks and crannies of this country. And like the topic is an international summit. And so we also intend to bring investors, researchers, even from the international community. The aim is just to foster national and international collaboration to be able to achieve the vision of the hospital. Just like the prof have said, for over 10 years, we have not been able to achieve our desired vision. So this summit is going to be a platform where we intend to achieve that.
Prof, can you be specific about the kind of people, the kind of guests you are expecting at this summit and exhibition?
Thank you, sir. The summit has a major theme and then some sub-theme. And the people are also invited around these axes, around to achieve the theme and the sub-theme of the summit. And the theme of the summit is towards attaining a one-stop hospital that is making Benue State University Teaching Hospital a one-stop hospital. There are sub-themes, about 3 sub-themes that in the course of our discussion, we are going to outline them.
When you say a one-stop hospital, what do you mean?
Yes, we will attempt to achieve an institution, that is a hospital, whereby all the ramifications of health services will be offered in order to enhance patient satisfaction and then enhance service provision. We are going to expand our scope of health services provision. And one major thing we want to achieve is to establish a cancer center in the hospital by way of endowment, raising an endowment fund to build a cancer and oncology center. When we say oncology, it has to do with cancer. So we want to get an oncology center where we offer services. Cancer is highly prevalent in Benue State, and then services for this illness is very difficult to achieve here within the state. Many people will be forced to either travel outside the state or even go beyond the shore of Nigeria to achieve these services. We want to bring this to our doorstep at the end of this summit.
Engineer Undu, can you tell us what the hospital offers at the moment? What the Benue State University Teaching Hospital offers at the moment? What kind of services do you offer at the moment?
Okay, we basically offer the normal services you will get in a hospital. We also have to ensure that it's a tertiary institution, and so the things that are expected in a teaching hospital should go beyond general hospitals. And so at the moment, we have not reached where we want. We have not reached where we want because, for instance, cancer treatment, we have not been able to establish that. We have not been able to carry out very highly specialized treatments. That is where we want to reach, and we are creating this platform to be able to achieve that. Yes.
Professor Agbi, can you tell us about the sub-themes, because you mentioned a major theme here? Can you go into the sub-themes now?
Yeah.
The sub-themes for the summit.
Yeah. We have basically like 3 major sub-themes.
Yes.
One of them is to demystify and domesticate cancer treatment in Benue State.
Yes. By
way of providing the cancer treatment center at the Benue State University Teaching Hospital.
Yes.
Then the second sub-theme has to do with sustainability of health financing policies.
Okay.
Then the third sub-theme has to do with unmasking the menace of counterfeit, substandard, and falsified drugs. People these days fake, falsify even medicine.
Yes.
And on bringing to the spotlight issues that affect counterfeiting of drugs. And a very prominent person, Dr. Paul, he is going to anchor, and I'm sure most of us know him.
Yes.
And Dr. Paul, he is going to anchor.
Former NAFDAC Director General.
Yes. He's going to anchor that sort of thing. We also have Dr. Samuel Otene, who is a very experienced oncologist. He's our son and brother, and husband to maybe some people in Benue State. He's an oncology specialist, and so he's going to anchor the sub-theme on oncology, that is on cancer treatment.
Okay.
And then we have Mr. Eric, who is not a Nigerian anyway,
yes,
but he's very vast in the field of healthcare financing policies.
Yes.
So he's going to be in charge of that sort of thing.
Oh, thank you. Engineer Undu.
Yes.
There is an aspect of this summit that we need further information about the exhibition. What are we expecting at the exhibition?
Okay, like I said earlier, the whole essence of the summit is to create a platform where new innovations, new research works, and new cutting-edge technologies can be showcased.
Yes.
We are expecting professionals from diverse specialties who will be in attendance to showcase what they have, to rub minds with our doctors and our researchers, so that we'll be able to tap from them what we don't have. If, for instance, inventors bring innovations that are not within the teaching hospital, then it is a platform for us to acquire them, so that, because we are looking towards attaining a one-stop facility. Like the prof said, a one-stop facility is where when you go, you get everything you need. And as a moment, we don't have all of that in the hospital. So the exhibition is going to attract people from various industries that have to do with medical care. They will bring their wells, they will bring their inventions, they will bring their innovations, they will exhibit it. And then I know that you that is being our friend too, if you see what is there and you feel that the hospital does not have, you can get it for us. So it is just a platform where people will bring their innovations, where people will bring their cutting-edge technologies, which we will be able to explore and then get for the Benue people.
Thank you very much. Prof. Igbe, where is the venue of this summit and exhibition?
Yeah, we hope and we are going to host at this exhibition at Benue State University Teaching Hospital.
Okay.
On the 18th and 19th of July 2024.
So what do you expect Benue people to do during this exhibition and this summit and exhibition?
Yes, we expect Benue people to come around, support us, to raise funds, and also participate fully on that day during this summit, so that the present administration will be able to take the hospital to a level that will be available to all. You know, this time around, people talk about medical tourism, moving from one country to another, searching for medical treatment. So we also want to improve our health services. Nigerians have been traveling to India, to China, to USA, to England, in search of medical services. We want to reverse that trend of medical tourism and domicile it here in Benue State. So if you come out and support us, I think we'll be able, nothing is insurmountable. We are going to surmount the difficulties and then establish a cancer treatment center in Benue State University Teaching Hospital, and then expand the scope of our health services beyond what we are achieving at the moment.
Engineer Undu, do you have a comment on the role of Benue people?
Yes, just to add that the invitation has been extended far and wide. All hospitals within Benue have been invited. And so it will create an opportunity for them to explore new products. It will help them to improve even their own services in their own private hospitals. Because since it's open for the general public, it is not restricted only to the teaching hospital. So invitation has been given to private hospitals, it has been given to missionary hospitals, so that when they come, they will also be able to have the opportunity to explore the new products and services that can benefit their own hospitals. And then the public too, we know that yes, these are the type of facilities that are being exhibited and acquired in the teaching hospital. So they will have more confidence. They'll have more confidence in coming to the teaching hospital. They'll have more confidence in attending to even the private hospitals within the state. Because in exhibition, you see what is there. And if I know that this equipment is for this and is obtainable in teaching hospital, then I don't need to travel to India.
Thank you. Our dear listener, we are on to Speedy Guests on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi, and I am Tahav Agerzua. We have special guests in our studio this morning. We have Professor Mike Agbi and Engineer Undu from the Benue State University Teaching Hospital, who are speaking with us on the forthcoming International Summit and Scientific Exhibition of the Benue State University Teaching Hospital coming up on July 18th and 19th, 2024 at the Benue State University Teaching Hospital here in Makudi. We shall open our lines for our esteemed listeners to interact with us. The line to call is 080-8427-5464. 080-8427-5464. When you call us, please introduce yourself properly, then move away a little bit from your radio set or tune down the volume, and then be civil in your language of expression. Then go directly to the topic under discussion, which is the forthcoming Benue State University Teaching Hospital Summit and International Summit and Scientific Exhibition. Now, hello? Okay, a caller came online, but the line didn't connect. Professor Agbi, is there anything you want to emphasize on the topic under discussion?
Yes, I want us to know that the topic under discussion, which is International Health Investment Summit and Scientific Exhibition, is actually at the instant of our dear governor of Benue State, which is Reverend Father Dr. Hyacinth Aria, through our able Chief Medical Director, Dr. Stephen Teungwa Hwandi. They are going to anchor this. I know these are very progressive minded people. So the aim is to transform the services at the Benue State University Teaching Hospital, which is a tertiary institution that has to be offering tertiary health services like training of medical and paramedical personnel, research, and then offering of very affordable, excellent, and effective services. This is what we want to achieve, and I think this is what our governor wants to achieve in the state. So I will call all on our Benue sons and doctors to come out in mass to support the vision of this present administration.
Engineer Undu, do you have any comment on that?
Yes. So you know that as of the present, the Benue State does not have a facility where you'll be able to access medical care in every area that you need. As we speak now, there are some specialized medical care that if you want to get, you must get out of Benue State before you get them.
Okay.
Yeah, so it is not correct, sir. We should have a facility within the state where we'll be able to access all medical care, and that is what we want to achieve.
It's okay. we shall be opening our lines to the listener. Listener, in case you want to call, the line to call is 080-84-275464. 080-84-275464. And when you call us, please introduce yourself properly and where you are calling from, and then move away from your radio or tune down the volume and be civil in your language of discourse. You are listening to SPEEDy Guests on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Makuri, and our guests in the studio are
Professor Agbi Tekura Mike of Benue State University Teaching Hospital.
Aha. The first line, the first caller has come through. Hello? Hello? Okay, we lost that call again. Yes, go ahead. Yeah.
Professor Mike Tekura Agbi of Benue State University Teaching Hospital, consultant psychiatry.
Okay.
Engineer Benga, head of works.
Yes, and they are speaking to us on the international Benue State University Teaching Hospital International Health Investment Summit and Scientific Exhibition, which is coming up on the 18th and 19th of July 2024. Am I right?
Correct,
Yeah,
sir.
correct.
At what venue?
Benue State University Teaching Hospital.
Okay. So,
Sir, let me just chip in a little.
please go ahead.
My colleague here, Engineer Undu, has mentioned that people travel outside the state, and some even beyond, to achieve medical services. And that is very true. In 2016, 2017, the India High Commission said that about 250,000 Nigerians travels to India to achieve medical services. And then, when they go, they also go with their caregivers to achieve those, to attend to them while they are achieving those medical services. That is a huge cost on the individual and even the country at large. The estimated cost at that time for Nigerians traveling to India to achieve those medical services was put at over 40 billion naira annually. That is in a year. And that 40 something billion could be at that time in 2017 was almost a budget of a whole state, if not more. So look at that, and then imagine that this trend has persisted even beyond what was estimated at that time. These monies, if we are able to establish those services within Benue State, using Benue State University Teaching Hospital as the only state-owned tertiary institution in Benue State, we'll be able to go far. Those monies could be invested in other areas of development.
Yes.
Engineer Ondo.
Yes, sir. Let me also chip in, like I said earlier, that, if anybody in the state, no matter how highly placed he is, if, God forbid, he suddenly collapses, even if you want to be flown abroad, for instance, to India, China, and the rest, you must first be stabilized. So even if you are feeling that you have money and that you can access your medical care outside the country, if something happens to you, you need to be stabilized. And we must have a facility where that stabilization will take place. So if we don't have that type of facility, I'm not a medical doctor, but I know that in an unstable state, you won't be flown out. You need to be stabilized. And so we need a facility that can take care of that.
Hello? Okay. It seems that listeners are having a problem reaching us, but we are trying to rectify the challenge. Listener, you can call us on 080-8427-5464. Yes, you can call us on 080-8427-5464 to interact with the guests here in our studio this morning. This is a powerful delegation from the Benue State University Teaching Hospital who are appearing on SPEEDy Guests to interact with us on the Benue State University Teaching Hospital International Health Investment Summit and Scientific Exhibition. Am I right?
Yes, sir, you're correct.
When is it coming up?
18th and 19th of July 2024 at Benue State University Teaching
Hospital. Now, what are going to be the side attractions apart from the major speakers addressing the major themes? Are there going to be some side attractions? What? Yes, are there going to be some side attractions?
Yes, sir.
Yes, what
we are
will
going
this
to
be?
tour the facilities. One of the side attractions
Okay,
is a
hello?
facility.
Hello?
Hello.
Aha.
Good morning. Hello. Good morning.
Thank you for calling. Can you introduce yourself and tell us?
Thank you, Mr. Tahav. My name is Dr. Amy Kutera. I'm a medical practitioner in Makodi.
Yes.
I want to thank you. I may greet your guests, so I'm a colleague, or at least one of them, Professor Amy. Looking at the excellence and importance of that program, I wish to suggest two things.
Yes.
That they should reach out more to practitioners. If they go to, especially the private ones, if they go to Ministry of Health, they will get a list of all the registered medical practitioners in the state and the medical facilities in the state. So they can just send the bulk SMS, because as I'm speaking to you, I haven't gotten the invitation. And they say they have sent the invitation to all the facilities in the state. So I wanted to suggest that because I'm interested in the topic. I'm also interested in the summit, and by the grace of God, I wish to attend.
Thank you.
Very much.
Prof, can you react to what your colleague has said there?
Thank you, Doctor. We are very sorry if you haven't gotten the invitation or gotten the message to this. But we are going to reach out to many. So far, I'm sure we have extended invitation to the hospital management board, who we hope that is going to reach out to all the general hospital. But just like you suggested, we are also going to reach out to individual health practitioners across the nation, not just Benue State and beyond. We'll try our best to do that so that they will come around to also feed the post or what will be going on that day. Thank you, Doctor.
Then we were talking about side attractions. What are the other things that people should expect at the Health Investment and Scientific Exhibition Summit?
Okay, just like I was saying, of course, there is going to be a tour of what we have at the Benue State University Teaching Hospital. That is the facility tour. We'll take people around who are interested to see what we have at the moment to offer and how we are going to improve on it. At least it's not as if we don't have anything to offer. At the moment, we also offer services, but just that we want to expand the scope so that we have no reason to send out any patient that comes to the hospital to go to any other facility to access services. That is why we want to make it a one-stop hospital. There will also be some traditional people around to showcase their talent. People will dance. They will show people our traditional dancers. Maybe we invite some of them to also come and entertain us. And I'm sure Engineer Undu will have something to also chip in.
Yes, over to you, Engineer Undu.
Yes, the issue of the facility tour is very important. Most people no teaching hospital just at the front. Most people don't know that behind the first buildings you see, there's a lot going on behind. For instance, Oga Tahav, I know you must have not known that we have a gym. We have a physiotherapy unit that has a gym that you can go there and keep fit.
Is it open to the public?
Yes.
Okay.
So
That's good to know.
The facility tour is going to help a lot. Other people don't know that we also have not just a psychiatry department, but a rehabilitation center as well.
Okay.
A rehabilitation center.
Where is that one located?
It's still in the teaching hospital.
Okay.
The facility tour will help us out that we have an incineration unit where our waste is being incinerated. We have a shredding machine where all plastics are being shredded. So most people don't know these things. So in the course of the facility tour, you'll be able to see these things. And I think it will be beneficial to the people.
And we also have schools within that hospital. There are like 3 schools.
Yes, that's what I expected to hear from you. I expected to hear what you do at the hospital at the moment.
Yeah.
I think you just started those schools. Can you specify them?
There are 3 schools. There is school for community, there is college of community health officers.
Yes.
Or community health.
Yes.
Then there is also a school for health information and management. And then there is also a school for biomedical engineering. They are going on concurrently within that.
Can you explain what each of these schools is intended to achieve, the objectives of each of these schools?
Before the community health, there is the courage of community health.
Yes.
For instance, train people that will man services at the health. There will be health professionals at the level of the community, like primary health care. More than 92% of services, health care services offered in Benue State are primary health care services.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about the 2 other schools?
They are coming. Yes. More than 92 are primary health care services. Yes. So we need to have the manpower that will anchor health services at that level. And then we also have the school for biomedical engineering. We have school for biomedical engineering where that trained. We have biomedical engineers that a kind of they train biomedical engineers. And biomedical engineers are professionals that take care of equipment. They repair hospital equipment. They manufacture hospital equipment, and then maintenance of hospital equipment. Then they will also have a school for medical health information and management.
Yes.
And that is they take care of medical records in the hospital.
Engineer Undu,
yes.
I can see that your area has also been touched.
Yes.
Can you comment on it?
Exactly. That's where I will comment more.
Yes.
Repair of medical equipment is a specialized area.
Yes.
It's not like a mechanic where you can just go to the street and get somebody to come and fix your machine. Most times, when we have medical equipment faults, we have to fly in technicians either from Lagos. Sometimes we fly them in from Ghana. As we speak now, we have people fixing our equipment from India. Yes, and so if we now train people within who will be able to take care of this equipment, is going to be better for us. And so that school is a school of biomedical engineering. It trains people on how to fix this equipment. So the training is for 2 years, and 1 year is just for practicals.
Yes.
Completely. They are exposed to this equipment. And anytime, for instance, we bring people from India, Ghana, these students are there with them. Yes. So that the knowledge can be transferred more practically.
Very good to know. We also heard that you commenced an IVF services or something like that.
Yes, sir.
Can you explain further?
Okay. IVF, that is in vitro fertilization services.
Yes.
We have an annex of Benue State University Teaching Hospital at that is Muhammadu Buhari Mother and Child Hospital, yes, which is located at the Wedmark bypass here in Makurdi, and that annex is where those services are being provided. It is this current the present chief medical director that initiated that idea, and they have also has already implemented it. And the first set of people who have gone through this process are already on their way of having having babies of their own.
Do you have any comment, Engineer Undu?
No, it's a specialist there. So,
listener, we are on Speedy Guest on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makurdi. You can call us to interact with guests in the studio here. The number to call is 080-8427-5464. 080-8427-5464. The guests here are
Professor I.B. Tekura Michael,
Engineer Abenga Undu,
and they are speaking with us on
and Benue State University Teaching Hospital International Health Investment Summit and Scientific Exhibition coming up on the 18th and 19th of July.
Where?
At Benue State University Teaching Hospital.
Engineer Undu, can you remind us, can you remind the listener why you came to the studio?
Okay, is to create awareness.
Yes.
Is to inform the public, yes, that come July 18th and 19th,
2024,
the
yes,
Benue State University Teaching Hospital is going to organize an International Health Investment Summit, yes, and Scientific Exhibition.
Yes.
The theme for that summit is towards attaining a one-stop hospital. We want to let the public know that the summit is going to be very beneficial, not only to the Benue State University Teaching Hospital, but to the public as well. Because in this summit, we are expecting to create a platform where all professionals in the healthcare sector will come together, bring new innovations that will be able to move the healthcare forward. Also in this summit, sir, we are going to do an endowment fund.
Yes.
A 5 billion naira endowment fund.
Yes.
This is also going to be channeled in improving the health services at the hospital, most especially the cancer treatment, which is oncology.
Who are you expecting to endow this fund?
It's going to be chaired and coordinated by...
hold on. Hello? 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 A caller is online, but it's not connecting yet. Yes.
Yes, I wanted to say that the governor himself has embraced this, yes, and he's the one championing this.
Yes.
I may not be able to mention specific names now, but all I know is that it's the governor himself, His Excellency Dr. Hyacinth Alia, that is championing this summit, and that the people endowing or doing the endowment fund basically will be coordinated from that angle. However, other corporate organizations too have been invited, who will know that they will give support. I know Speed FM too must have been invited. to come and give us support.
We are already playing our role. You can that's why we were here. Professor Agbi, can you comment on who you expect to do contributions towards this endowment fund?
Well, just like Hiratri said, we are making contact, and most of the contact we are making is at the instant of our excellency. But just like we know, the governor and the government cannot do everything. So we have extended invitation to other corporate bodies.
Can you hold on?
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, who is
Good
calling?
morning, sir. Speed FM and the guests in the studio.
Yes, who may we know your name and where you're calling from?
I'm calling from Northbound. My name is Tayina Mikey. Though I am not a medical student, but I wanted to ask, how can this exhibition be taking awareness to?
Oh, that's a caller from North Bank, Tayina Michael. Now he's saying he wanted to ask something, but the line went off. But I think he wanted to ask how you are going about the sensitization process. There is a caller again. Hello.
Hello, Dr. Sura. I called earlier, but then there is a topic that I'm also interested in: the schools. Why do we have three different schools instead of having one, and then the various other departments incorporated into it? Would that not reduce our overhead costs if we do that, instead of having three different schools? You can have one school and then have departments, or maybe biomedical engineering, state information technology, and so on and so on. Can Professor me elaborate on that? Thank you.
Thank you for that contribution. It's actually an institute. It's not just a school. It's an institute that is headed by the provost. Then underneath, just like you rightly observed, Doctor, underneath there are also departments, and there are also some schools under the institute, like the School of Health or Community Health, or College of Community Health. Then, like you observed, some of them, these other ones are departments under the college, which is headed by the provost, and then the department are headed by the head of department. There is a Department of Health Information Management and Department of Biomedical Engineering.
Under an institute?
Yes, under that institute.
Yes, it's one institute.
Yes.
Institute of Health Technology.
Okay.
Under which we have these various departments.
Yeah.
We have this, the biomedical engineering, we have health information, and the community health officers program. Yeah. So it's under one institute.
Yes.
It's just we were trying to make it more explicit. Yeah. That was why we were calling it school.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Listener, you can still reach us on 080-8427-5464. Our line is open, and the discussion is on the Benue State University International Health Investment Summit and Scientific Exhibition. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Now, the guests in our studio are
Professor Agbi Tekra Michael,
Engineer Benga Undu.
Prof, can you tell us your preparations for this important investment summit and exhibition?
Well, at the preparatory stage, this is part of it, to sensitize the public about what we are going to do.
Yeah.
It's part of it. We are prepared. We have subcommittees,
yes.
And then we also have a central local organizing committee that is going to take, the subcommittees are going to take care of maybe a venue, which is the chairman of the venue. Then there's also contact and mobilization subcommittee, and then there's a subcommittee on the scientific and then exhibition section. So all the subcommittees make up effort, and then give out ideas to the central organizing committees, who have contacted people far and beyond to participate on that day, and then to come and give us some support. We have actually reached out to some very prominent persons already. I'm sure that is where your push is. But we are trying not to mention people's name. It's still too early or premature to start mentioning names of persons who we have reached out to come and help us. But I can assure you that we have done our best in that area. We have sent people to Abuja. We have sent out messages to Lagos and even beyond the shores of this country. And we hope that our preparation is not going to be in vain. We are going to achieve something a very major step towards attainment of the vision and mission of Benue State University Teaching Hospital.
Thank you, Prof.
Yes.
Engineer, can you give us an insight into the venues, especially for the exhibition? Where is it going to take place? What arrangement have you made?
Okay. Let me add first that apart from the contact mobilization and publicity, the hospital is also wearing a new look in preparation for the summit.
Yes.
Right from the approach gate, you will notice a lot of work is ongoing. It's just in preparation for that. The event is going to hold 2 days.
Yes.
The first day is going to be basically exhibition.
Okay.
And we intend that it will be held at the Benue State University Teaching Hospital.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it in an open space?
Yes, yes. Although it's in the rainy season. So
yes.
Open because we'll do it outside.
Okay.
But then it will be well taken care of.
Okay.
And, everything is possible now. So it will be well taken care of.
So maybe you can erect...
yes, well-lit canopies and tents, not canopies,
okay,
tents.
Yes.
Yes. Then the second day, the event is going to be held at the College of Health Sciences auditorium.
Okay.
Auditorium. That's where we will do the symposium. That's where they will do the talks, the sub-teams, and all that. That will be at the College of Health Sciences.
Yes.
That the auditorium. But for the main exhibition, we are going to do it where the facility is.
Okay. Have you thought about awards, giving people who have made outstanding contributions to the hospital or things like that? Are you thinking about awards?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you
We are
tell us
thinking
about
it? Like, I'm sure we already have a list of persons who have contributed a lot to the development of the hospital.
Yes.
We expect to see somebody who has, I mentioned the governor.
Yes.
A former governor.
Yes.
Who actually
flagged off
the activities in that hospital, and we are expecting to see him.
And maybe the governor who also initiated the hospital, maybe.
Of course.
Sure.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yes, we also will be giving out awards, ambassadorial awards.
Okay.
Some people will be named ambassadors of the hospital.
Yes.
Others will be named pillars.
Yes.
Pillars of the hospital. So there are going to be awards.
Okay.
The categories will have pillars. Then we'll have ambassadors.
Yes.
Of the hospital.
Yes. Listener, we have been on in the last 1 hour. We have been also close to 1 hour. We have been on SPEEDy Guests at Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi with a powerful delegation of guests from the Benue State University Teaching Hospital Makudi here, interacting with us on the Benue State University International Health Investment Summit and Scientific Exhibition. Am I right?
Correct, sir.
Our time is up. Prof, can you summarize in 1 minute, and then say bye-bye to our listener.
Okay, listeners, today we are here to talk about the Benue State University Teaching Hospital International Health Investment Summit and Scientific Exhibition, which is coming up on the 18th and 19th of July 2020. The theme for that summit is towards attaining a one-stop hospital, and then there are about 3 sub-themes talking about the oncology, health financing, and counterfeiting of medication. We hope to see you in mass, coming out in mass to support us on that day to achieve the aim of this summit.
Thank you, Prof. Engineer Undu, your parting words?
Yes, I want to encourage and seek the support of the public to support us to streamline patient care by offering various medical specialties and diagnostic services under one roof. And so if they support this summit, we'll be able to achieve that.
Listener, we thank you for being with us in the last 1 hour or so on our SPEEDy Guests program on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. Continue to listen to Asking FM, Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. On behalf of the founder of the station, King James Iyiye, and in the studio with me here, Ngumimi Nkena, I am Tahav Agerzua, saying a big thank you to you for being with us all this time. Thank you.
Thank you.